Here are the best new Mac games from January to April 2025. Before we get into this video, I wanted to briefly talk about the MelGeek O2 keyboard. This video is not sponsored in any way, but I'm still gonna kind of treat it as a sponsor because I'm getting the product for free. Anyway, MelGeek wanted you guys to check out their new MelGeek O2 low profile mechanical keyboard. It's a native mechanical keyboard for Mac. I highly recommend it for gaming on your Mac. I've been gaming on Mac using an Apple Magic keyboard for ages, and I really wanted an upgrade, so I was really excited when MelGeek approached me with this product. The MelGeek O2 keyboard features a seamless aesthetic that fits in with the Mac ecosystem, 100% native F keys functionality, and 1x1 key layout and proportions. You can connect it to Mac via a 2.4G mode, a wired mode, or my preferred way is through the Bluetooth mode. I absolutely love the keyboard's lighting settings. You can adjust the keyboard LED and the ambient LED extensively here. Anyway, thanks to MelGeek for sending me this keyboard. You can check out the product in the description if you want to buy it. Number 10, we have Civilization 7. Civilization 7 is said to be an evolution on the classic 4x formula. I don't really know how to play this game, and I had Mac Pro Tips play the game for me. So sorry, dude. But Civilization 7 is said to evolve on the classic 4x formula. Apparently it has mixed opinions based on what it's doing compared to the previous games in the series. But I think what we can all agree on is that I think it's really cool that 2K published the Mac port on the same day as Windows. That's really cool. The game's performance on Mac is also really good as well. The game contains upscalers for Metal Effects Spatial, Metal Effects Temporal, AMD FSR 1.0, but honestly you probably don't even need to use them because the game can receive high frame rates at decent resolutions on most modern Macs. And similar to prior games in this series, it includes an in-depth benchmark tool which you can use to optimize the game for your Mac. Civilization 7 is available for Mac right now on Steam. It is supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later. Number 9 is Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days. I had no idea that this game was even on Mac before making this video. Into the Dead is a game by Pickpock and takes place in the same universe as their prior first-person zombie shooters. It's set in Texas, 1980, and Walton City has fallen to, a classic zombie outbreak. You will lead survivors from refuge to refuge by scavenging, crafting, and fighting in a struggle for survival. You'll plan, you'll make the people stick together, and you'll just keep trying to stay alive. It's just a classic formula. The Mac performance right now is not great. It can't get 60 FPS at 1080p low graphics on my M4 Mac Mini, which is a bit weird, and it can't get 60 FPS at 1080p medium on my 14-inch MacBook Pro with M4 Pro. The game is in early access, so I'll give it some slack, but I hope this can be improved. Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days is available for Mac via Steam. There is also a demo available on Steam. It is officially supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later, but it might run on the following Intel Macs as well. Number 8, we have 2 Point Museum. So yeah, another 2 Point game has come to Mac. Thank you. This is 2 Point Museum. In this experience, you will curate and manage museums. It's in the title. Explore to discover amazing artifacts, design and refine the layout, keep staff happy, guests entertained, get those donations in, and bring children to the exhibits. What? 2 Point Museum builds on what made the previous games really fun. It delivers an even more engaging and addictive experience this time. The signature humor is still going strong as well. For me and for many others, this is the best entry in the 2 Point series. This is not a demanding game as well, so expect great performance on all modern Macs. 2 Point Museum is available for Mac via Steam. It is supported on the following Macs. Number 7 is Haste. While it's important to appreciate all the AAA games coming to Mac, let's not forget these are indie releases. This is Haste by Landfall. These people have brought us some really good indie games over the years, from Tabs and Stick Fight the Game and a few others. Haste is a fast-paced third-person runner set in a collapsing universe. Dash through 10 shards of procedurally generated levels using skills and items to survive, uncover the mystery, and escape destruction. The game is really well optimized. Here I am playing on my Mac Mini with M4 at 1440p high and getting 60 FPS, or on my 13-inch MacBook Pro with M1, 60 FPS at 1080p high. It also contains AMD FSR, which can help to run the game at high resolutions, although I don't think you'll actually need to use it. A controller is strongly recommended for this one. Haste is available for Mac via Steam. A free demo is available too on Steam. It should be supported on the following Macs. Number 6, we have Sniper Elite 4. In January, Sniper Elite 4 was ported to Mac. I was curious on why they didn't bring us Sniper Elite 5 or Sniper Elite Resistance, but I think in many ways it actually makes sense why they brought it. Because, Sniper Elite 4, while being released in 2017, is still one of the most played games from the Sniper Elite series, and I think it's a safe bet for Rebellion that they brought it because they're probably going to get high sales because it's a popular game. Especially considering this port is playable across Mac, iPhone and iPad. It's a universal purchase. The newer games might not run as well on mobile. As to be expected, the game runs extremely well on Mac. My M4 Mac Mini can play at 1440p Ultra with 60 FPS, or my 13-inch MacBook Pro with M1 can play comfortably at 1080p high for 60 FPS, and all of this is without metal effects. One thing missing from the port is multiplayer, and I hope Rebellion add it in the future. Sniper Elite 4 is available for Mac via the App Store. It is supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later. Number 5 is Palworld. Palworld is one of the most popular multiplayer games right now, and also one of the most popular survival RPG games. It's really cool that the dev decided to bring it to Mac. The downside to the port is obviously that it's exclusive to the App Store. Thankfully, it does support crossplay across all platforms, which is really good. I really wouldn't be surprised if this game comes to iPhone and iPad in the future as well, and this is why it's probably an App Store exclusive. I've played the game quite a few times now with the Mac Pro Tips, and we've had a blast. The Mac port definitely needs some work performance-wise. It's not very enjoyable on like base M1 to M3 chips or any MacBook Air. But the game is in early access, so I imagine it will improve throughout the year. As I said, Palworld is available for Mac via the Mac App Store. It is supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later. Number 4, we have RoboCop Rogue City. Okay, so I'm posting this video before RoboCop Rogue City has actually landed on Mac on the 30th of April. It's a few days early. I'm away right now, so I kind of don't, I'm just like all over the place. So yeah, anyway, the gameplay that you see here is from Crossover 25. Anyway, this game is pretty underrated on PC and console, and it's a really good video game adaptation of the RoboCop films. And it's really cool that it's also coming to Mac. Players are immersed in an original story set between the RoboCop 2 and the RoboCop 3 movies. The Mac port will be powered by Metal 3, obviously, and Metal Effects, and I think it should run well. Mac port will also support HDR. RoboCop Rogue City will be coming to the App Store. The developer has confirmed with me that it will also be coming to Steam for Mac. It is supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later. Number 3 is Control Ultimate Edition. Remedy brought Mac gamers Control Ultimate Edition back in March. The Ultimate Edition includes both the Foundation and all expansions. It also has HDR and other additional free updates. Despite being released way back in 2019, this game is very graphically intense. Most Macs are best played at 1080p. The game also supports ray tracing, and this is very expensive on Mac, more than Windows PC. I only suggest using ray tracing if you have a Mac with an M3 Max, M4 Max, or M3 Ultra chip for the best results, and even then, you'll probably be playing at 30 FPS for the best results. While the game looks amazing with ray tracing, it actually looks fine with it disabled in many ways, especially with HDR enabled. And with ray tracing off, the game actually does perform pretty well. Control Ultimate Edition is available for Mac via the App Store. It will be coming to Steam at some point for Mac as well. It is supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later. Number 2, we have Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay, so if we ignore the Mac performance of AC Shadows for a bit, I think it's safe to say this is an alright Assassin's Creed experience. The graphics are truly stunning. The gameplay is pretty fun. I really like the combat and exploring the world, and the story is okay. It's alright. It's good. It's good. The acting though is questionable at times. I think it's also worth mentioning that this game arrived on Mac the same day as PC and console, and this is really unheard of for a game of this caliber. So I do applaud Ubisoft for that. All that being said, the Mac performance is really weird, and much of this is due to the game forcing ray tracing. Ubisoft have fixed it a little bit, but it's still not amazing, and it's very hard for even high-end Macs to maintain 30 FPS, even at 1080p. Ubisoft said they're looking into supporting 60 FPS on Mac more in the future. Anyway, if you're interested, it is available for Mac via the App Store. These are the officially supported Macs for the game right now. Number 1, we have Resident Evil 3. RE3 is my favorite Mac game released so far this year. Yes, it's an old game now, and it's not the best game in the modern RE series, but I still love it. The replayability here is fantastic, the faster paced gameplay is refreshing, and Nemesis is just super scary and awesome. Capcom have optimized this game super well on Mac. The RE engine is wonderful. I also think they've improved their implementation of metal effects in this port. The image quality with this enabled looks considerably better than the other RE games, especially Resident Evil 4. I can play the game at 1440p, prioritized graphics, with a locked 60 FPS thanks to Metal Effects being on quality mode on my M4 Mac Mini. I think that's pretty cool. The game scales down fairly well for weaker M series chips, being able to pull off high graphics at 30 FPS thanks to Metal Effects quality mode. As with the prior RE ports, you also get an iPhone and iPad version on the App Store, because this is a universal purchase. Anyway, RE3 is available for Mac via the App Store. It is supported on a Mac with an M1 chip or later. One quick bonus game for you. Door Kickers 2 Task Force North is a top-down real-time tactics game where you lead elite special ops teams in high-risk missions. Players will plan their assault, breach rooms, and enjoy really destructible environments. I highly recommend playing the game online for the best experience. Also, the game's quite hard. So, what do you think of these new Mac games from January to April 2025? Are you impressed or disappointed? We've seen quite a number of AAA games so far in 2025, which is very exciting for sure. With WWDC coming up fairly soon, I'm hoping to see some more big games being announced for Mac. I'd also love to see more high-quality indie games come over to Mac as well, because I think these are equally as important, if not more important, than AAA ports. Anyway, my name's Stewie, thanks for watching.